Hello, creative mind. Welcome home. I'm Survival, and today we shall be discussing about the scale and key in music. We shall be discussing about scale and key in music. So now we will start with the scale. What is a musical scale, or what is scale in music? Actually, scale is the arrangement of pitches or notes in an ascending order. Some other people might put it this way, that scale is a succession of sounds or notes or pitches arranged in an ascending order. But for you to try to put it in a way that you easily get it, that's why I'm putting it this way, that just know it that scale is the arrangement. It is the arrangement of pitches in an ascending order. That is what scale is all about. Now, there are many types of scale in music, like different types of scales in music. There are tons of scales in music. But in this training, and for this your level, I will be using the major scale. Like I said, for this training and for this your level, I will be using the major scale. There are a lot of scale in music, but for this training, we'll be using the major scale. So now, a major scale is made up of 12 pitches. A major scale has 12 pitches. Now, these are the 12 pitches in the major scale. Before I start naming them, I want to apologize. I'm not a singer. I'm good in instruments and not in singing or stuff like that. So just manage my voice and pronunciation the way it is. The 7 pitches in the major, the 12 pitches in the major scale are this. We have the do, we have the re, mi, fa, fi, so, zi, la, to, ti, and then the octave. That is, it starts again, the octave do. I will take it again. We have the do, di, re, mi, fa, fi, so, zi, la, to, ti, and then the octave do. That is the 12 pitches we have in the major scale. Now, in these 12 pitches, we have 7 pitches that are referred to as notes. And then the other 5 are referred to as the accidentals. So now, what are the notes? The notes are the main components of the scale. They are do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Those are the notes, or per se, those are the scale, the real scale in music. I'll take it again. I know you must have heard of it. It is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. That is the main notes in the musical scale. Now, these 7 notes that I just mentioned, they form 90% of any song you hear, you can hear anywhere. The main thing that forms any song you can hear anywhere, 90% of what forms any song you can hear anywhere is these notes. The 7 notes I just mentioned, the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Those are the 7 notes. So I'll take the 7 notes again for you to get the sounds. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Then the octave do. Then in the descending order, it is ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. These are the notes, and it forms 90% of any song you can hear anywhere. So now the accidentals are these. The accidentals are the, re, fi, zi, and then the to. There are 5 in number. The first one, di, the second one, re, the third one, fi, and then the The first one is D, second one is Re, the third one is Fi, the fourth one is Z, and then the fifth one is To. Those are the accidentals we have. Now, these accidentals are considered to be outside of the musical scale. They are considered to be outside of the musical scale, and when you play them wrongly, they can distort the flow, the harmony of your song. That's why it is played skillfully. If you don't play it very well, it will just spoil everything for you. And that is the accidentals for you. Like I said, they are D, Re, Fi, Z, and To. Those are the 5 accidentals. Now, on the 7 pitches that make up a scale, a major scale, the 12 pitches that make up the major scale, like I told you, is the Do, Di, Re, Mi, Fa, Fi, So, Zi, La, To, Ti, and then the octave. So now the distance between any of them is referred to as interval. The distance between the Do and the Re, or the Do and the Di, or the distance between any of them is called interval. So interval in music simply means the distance between any two pitches is referred to as interval. So now I want you to know that a step forward in music is referred to as a semitone distance. And also a step backward is also a semitone distance. A step forward is a semitone distance, and then a step backward is also a semitone distance. Now, 2 steps forward make a tone distance, and 2 steps backward make a tone distance. I'll take it again. A step forward is a semitone distance, 2 steps forward is a tone distance. A step backward is a semitone distance, 2 steps backward is a tone distance. So now I want you to take note of the distance between the notes and the accidentals. As you can see, from the Do to the Di is a semitone. From the Do to the Re, you know Do is a note and Re is a note, is also a tone distance. From Do to Re is a tone distance. From Re to Re is a semitone distance, but from Re to Mi is a tone distance. From Mi to Fa is a semitone distance. From Fa to So is a tone distance. From So to La is a tone distance. From La to Ti is a tone distance. From Ti to the octave Do is a semitone distance. That's why sometimes in music it is said that a major scale is that's why it's said that the sequence of intervals in a major scale is tone tone semitone, tone 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 semitone, tone tone semitone, tone 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 semitone. That is how you can actually get the scale, the notes of a major scale, because the distance between the Do and the Re is a tone, Re and Mi is tone, so which is tone tone, and then Mi and Fa is a semitone, which is tone tone semitone. So Fa to So is a tone, So to La is a tone, La to Ti is a tone, which is tone tone semitone, tone 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 tone. Then Ti to Do is also a semitone. That is why the sequence of interval in a major scale is tone tone semitone, tone 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 semitone. So that is all about the scale. So I want you to watch this video tutorial again and again, because it is very important. You need to understand it, because if you're unable to understand the scale, you may find it very difficult understanding the key. Do not go to the key if you've not understood what the scale is all about, because the scale and the key share a lot of similarities and it flows together. You need to know the scale before you know the key. So please try as much as possible to watch this again and again and understand what a scale is before you go into the key. So that is all about the scale. So now we shall be discussing about the key in music. Key can be said to be the tonal center of a song or the home of a song. I'll take it again. A musical key can be said to be the tonal center of a song or the home of a song. In a layman's language, I will put it this way, that the key is the first pitch of a song. Now, know you that a song can decide to start with do or mi or so or la or anything. But if you understood what I said about the scale, even if a song starts with la, you can always trace the first pitch from la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Wherever the do is, that is where the key is. So in a layman's language, a key is simply the do of any song. Like I said earlier, it is the tonal center of a song. It is the home of a song. In a layman's language, it is the do of any song, and that is what a key is. So now, in music, we have 12 keys. We have the key of A sharp or B flat, the key of B, C sharp or D flat, the key of D, D sharp or E flat, the key of E, key of F sharp or G flat, the key of G, and then the key of G sharp or A flat. We have 12 keys in music. And these 12 keys, they are lettered from A to G. If you remember when we were discussing about the musical scale, we have 12 pitches in the musical scale, the major scale. And then in that 12 pitches, we have 7 notes. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Those are the 7 notes. Also in the key, we have 12 keys in music. The keys are lettered from A to G. And then that A to G is also 7. A, B, C, D, E, F, G is 7. Just like we have 7 notes in the musical scale. So in the key, we have 7 alphabets lettered from A to G. Then in the musical scale, we also have 5 accidentals. Like I told you, the accidentals are considered to be outside of the musical scale. But in the musical key, we have 5 keys that have either sharp or flat. Now, these 5 keys, they are not considered to be outside of the keys, unlike the accidentals that we said are considered to be outside of the musical scale. The keys, these 5 keys are not considered to be outside of the musical keys. They are major keys on themselves, and they are part of the 12 musical keys. So now, before we go into the keys that have sharps or flats, I will want you to take note of something. When we talk of sharp, a sharp simply means to raise a key by a semitone. That is what a sharp does to a key. So now, if we talk of the sharp of the key of A, it simply means that the key of A is raised by a semitone. That will give you A sharp. I believe you know what a semitone is. A semitone is just a step forward. That is what a semitone is, either step forward or step backward. But sharp is telling you that when a sharp is added to a key, it simply means that you are to raise that key, or that A is raised to a semitone. It is raised to a semitone. That means it's raised to a semitone. Also, there is another thing I want you to know, which is the flat. When we add a flat to any key, that means the key is reduced by a semitone. If we talk of the key of A flat, that means we are reducing A by a semitone. A sharp, we are increasing A by a semitone. A flat, we are reducing A by a semitone. So that is it. Now, there is something very important that you can find confusing if you don't pay attention. I told you that A sharp is increasing the key of A by a semitone. Now, if we talk of B flat, it simply means reducing the key of B by a semitone. A sharp increases the key of A by a semitone. B flat reduces the key of B by a semitone. Now, A sharp and B flat are exactly the same key. They are exactly the same key. It's just the name. Let's take for example now, my official name is Ekedum Emmanuel Chigozie, but my nickname, my company name is Survival. Whether you call me Ekedum Emmanuel Chigozie is still pointing to me. If you call Survival, it is still pointing to me. Whether Ekedum Emmanuel Chigozie or Survival, the two names are still pointing to me. In that same way, the key of A sharp or B flat is still pointing to one same pitch, one same key. They are all the same thing, it's just the name. So I want you to take note of this. In these 12 musical keys that I told you, all the alphabets, all the keys, all the alphabets from A to G are having sharp except the key of B and then the key of E. There is nothing like B sharp or E sharp. But as you go advance in music, you might meet something like B sharp. If you raise the key of B by a semitone, it gives you C. So for your level, just know that there is nothing like B sharp or E sharp. We don't have anything like that for this your level. And also, all the alphabets are having flats except the key of C and the key of F. There is nothing like C flat and there is nothing like F flat. I will take it again. All the keys are having sharp. All the keys are having sharp except the key of B and the key of all the keys are having sharps except the key of B and the key of E. And all the keys are having flats except the key of F and the key of C. So now, like I told you, the key of A sharp and the key of B flat are exactly the same thing. It's just the name. So also is the key of C sharp and the key of D flat. C sharp or D flat, they are the same key. It's just the name. Also, it is the key of D sharp or E flat. The key of D sharp or E flat, they are all the same. Whether you call it D sharp or E flat, they are all the same thing. So also is F sharp and G flat. F sharp is the same thing as G flat. You can call it F sharp, you can call it G flat. The same thing with G sharp or A flat. G sharp is the same thing as A flat. I'll take it again. A sharp is the same thing as B flat. You can call it B flat, you can call it A sharp. You can call this one C sharp or D flat. C sharp and D flat, they are the same. You can call the key of D, you can call this one again D sharp or E flat. The key of D sharp or E flat are the same thing. The key of F sharp and G flat are the same thing. The key of G sharp and A flat, they are all the same key. So like I told you earlier on, we have 7 alphabets, letters from A to G, and then we have the ones that are having either sharp or flat. So the ones that are the 5 that are having either sharp or flat are these. Like I've mentioned, A sharp or B flat, C sharp or D flat, D sharp or E flat, F sharp or G flat, G sharp or A flat. I'll take it again. A sharp or B flat, C sharp or D flat, D sharp or E flat, F sharp or G flat, G flat or A flat. Those are the five keys that are having either sharp or flat. So now the next thing we will be discussing is how to get the scale of a key. I told you scale is a succession of pitches arranged in an ascending order, and I also told you that the key is the tonal center of a song. So now we'll be discussing how to get the scale of a particular key. Now you can actually use the tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone method in getting the scale of a key. Now when I'm talking about scale of a key, I mean the notes, which is the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So you can use the tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone method in getting the key or in getting the scale of a key. But that one might actually be a bit difficult for you. So I have a simple way you can get the scale of a key. And to do that, what you need to do is this. Write out the 12 pitches of the major scale. That is the do, di, re, ri, mi, fa, fi, sol, zi, la, to, and then the ti. When you write out these 12 pitches, try to number them. That is, when you number them, do becomes 1, di becomes 2, re becomes 3, re becomes 4, mi becomes 5, fa becomes 6, fi becomes 7, sol becomes 8, zi becomes 9, la becomes 10, to becomes 11, and ti becomes 12. So when you number it, that is the way it will be. And your area of focus will be on the do, which is number 1, the re, which is number 3, the mi, which is number 5, the fa, which is number 6, the sol, which is number 8, the la, which is number 10, and then the ti, which is number 12. I'll take it again. The ones you'll be interested in, which are the notes, is 1, 3, 5, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Having numbered this, you already know the one that is your do, your re, your mi, and so on. And you also know the ones that are the chromatic. Also, for any key you want to get the scale of, this is what you do. You write out the keys. You write out the keys starting from the particular key you want to get the scale of. Let's take, for example, the key of A. Let's say we want to get the scale of the key of A. So the first thing we will do is you write A, key A, followed by A sharp or B flat, B, C, C sharp or D flat, D, then D sharp or E flat, then comes E, F, F sharp or G flat, then G, G sharp or A flat. So when you put it that way, you also number it. When you number it, A will be 1, A sharp or B flat will be 2, B will be 3, C will be 4, C sharp or D flat will be 5, D will be 6, D sharp or E flat will be 7, E will be 8, F will be 9, F sharp or G flat will be 10, G will be 11, G sharp or A flat will be 12. So I'll take it again. A will be 1, A sharp or B flat 2, B will be 3, C will be 4, C sharp or D flat will be 5, D will be 6, D sharp or E flat will be 7, E will be 8, F will be 9, F sharp or G flat will be 10, G will be 11, G sharp or A flat will be 12. So from there, you know that A is 1, so A becomes our do. B is number 3, B becomes our re. C sharp or D flat is number 5, it becomes our mi. D is number 6, it will become our fa. E is number 8, so it will become our so. F sharp or G flat is our number 10, so it will become our la. G sharp or A flat will be number 12, and it will become our ti. I'll take it again. A will be our do, re will be our, B will be our re, C sharp or D flat will be our mi, D will be our fa, E will be our so, F sharp or G flat will be our la, G sharp or A flat will be our ti. And with that, you've gotten the notes of that particular key. So let's take the key of C as an example. If we follow this formula and apply it to the key of C, Like I said, write out the key first. So C will come first. When this is how you write it out, C comes first, C sharp or D flat, then D, D sharp or E flat, then E, F, F sharp or G flat, G, G sharp or A flat, A sharp or B flat, then comes B. I'll take it again. C, C sharp or D flat, D, D sharp or E flat, E, F, F sharp or G flat, G, G sharp or A flat, A sharp or B flat, then B. After writing it like this, you number it. C becomes our Do because it's number 1. D is number 3, it becomes our Re. E is number 5, it becomes our Mi. F is number 6, it becomes our Fa. 8, G is number 8, it becomes our So. A is number 10, it becomes our La. B is the 12th and it becomes our T. So with that, you'll be able to get the scale of key of C. So now let's take the key of F sharp as an example. So using this same principle, you can easily get the key of F sharp. So let's take the key of F sharp as an example. So just like the way we did it the other time, you write out the F sharp first, F sharp or G flat, it comes first. After that is the key of G, then G sharp or A flat, then A sharp or B flat, B, C, C sharp or D flat, D sharp or E flat, E, and then F. I will take it again. You write out the F sharp or G flat, which will be number 1, then followed by G, G sharp or A flat, A sharp or B flat, B, C, C sharp or D flat, D sharp or E flat, E, and then F. So with that now, F sharp automatically becomes our Do. G sharp or A flat becomes our Re. A sharp or B flat becomes our Mi. B becomes our Fa. C sharp or D flat becomes our So. D sharp or E flat becomes our La. And then F becomes our T. So I'll take it again. F sharp or G flat becomes our Do. G sharp or A flat becomes our Re. A sharp or B flat becomes our Mi. B becomes our Fa. C sharp or D flat becomes our So. D sharp or E flat becomes our La. And then F becomes our T. So you can see with this way you'll be able to get the scale of any key at all. So I hope you understand this. If you don't understand this, I will advise you to watch this tutorial again, starting from what a scale is to the key and then to this. Watch it as many times as possible and try to make sure you understand it, because what we'll be doing in the next class will be heavily built on this. Try to get it and get it very well. So thank you so much for watching. So for your assignment, please get the scale of the 9 remaining keys. Try to get the scale of the 9 remaining keys. When you do this, it will help you to understand the concept of keys and scale. It will help you to internalize it, and it will help you to know it, because once you know it, you've known it. So for your assignment, try to get the scale of the 9 remaining keys. Please and please try to do this assignment. It will help you. So thank you so much for watching. See you next class. God bless you. If you are new to my channel and you don't want to miss any of my videos, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell. With that, you get notification anytime I upload new videos online. You can let me know how you feel about my videos using the comment section. You can support me to make better video tutorials to help you and to help every other person who wish to learn this instrument. Thank you so much for watching. See you next class. God bless you.